Hey, what, partner? We know you're battling through it right now, but this is what it's all about. It's conference meet time. Just like these runners, you got to play through the pain, huh?
That's right. The spring weather has been atrocious for the runners and hard for us announcers that traipse around the country trying to follow them.
Well, we're glad you were able to bring it on down here for this one. Off for the men's 15. Again, Jeff Sieh and Jack Bolus should be major factors. And I asked Susie this question in the women's. I'll ask you the same thing. Tactical here, is that what we can expect?
Absolutely. From the looks of the flags out there, it's just a lot of headwind in the home stretch, and it's just going to be a situation where they'll be bunching up maybe 2 or 3 lanes wide for at least 2 laps.
Well, Sam Borchers is in a good position then. He was on the inside of that very first lane, and nobody's going to challenge him early, so he doesn't have to run outside of anyone. The problem is he's going to have to go into the wind if he wants to continue to take the pace here as he's done so far.
Well, they more or less put the freshman in the role of the sacrificial lamb here. He ran 4:03.3 last year, which is an outstanding high school mile time, and Evan Jagers ran about 4:05. Now Evan did finish second in a very tactical indoor mile this past winter, and showed me a lot of confidence and savvy for a young runner. And I think you have to watch out for him too.
We're going to come up on the quarter mark. Interesting to see. This is a very slow pace with Borchers and Eddie Kabira of Minnesota. Also there is Matt DeSilva, sophomore from Purdue. They go through the quarter about 71. That's only 2 seconds faster than the ladies, and the ladies weren't going that fast.
They did the same thing indoors. They ran, what, 2:28 for the first 800, and then I think they ran 1:52, Jeff Sieh did, to win the race indoors. It was almost like 2 different races.
It was crazy. I mean, they were on pace at the 800 indoors to run just under 5 minutes, which is not a good high school time.
Pretty embarrassing for a Big Ten championship.
Borchers is on the pace. Kabira putting some pressure on. You see him in the gold headband for the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Kabira could be a major player here. A couple other guys to talk about. Craig Miller from Wisconsin. Also Sean McNamara of Michigan. A couple of guys that finished in the top 6 here in the 1500 last year at the Big Ten championships.
And back drifting off the back of the pack, you have both Jager and Ryan Gasper. Now, Ryan Gasper's an interesting story because he won the steeplechase last night. He was 4th indoors in the mile. He's got a lot of speed. You've got 2 of Wisconsin's favorites right there at the back of the pack, but things are going to break loose in the next lap.
Is Borchers okay here leading this thing even though it's windy?
Well, it depends on what he has in his tank in the last, I'd say it's going to go with 600 meters to go. And it'll be a very explosive race from that standpoint, and whatever his high gear is going to be determined whether he gets in the top 3 or 4 or not.
Well, we were joking about that 2:28 as the 800 split indoors. 2:22, not much better here today. So this thing is about to jump off here pretty quick. Not sure who's going to make the move, but it's about to get very interesting with Kabira on the outside on the shoulder here of Sam Borchers. Also there is DeSilva of Purdue in 3rd.
We're inside 600 meters, and the pace has quickened. You can see they're starting to thin out just a little bit. Again, it's probably going to be a 53-second to 55-second last lap. Jeff Sieh in the middle there is our favorite, and he shows us excellent speed. He's in the 800 and 1500 meters today, and he just needs an opening to get to the outside.
And Hubers from Indiana trying to make a move at the belt lap. We're going to see some speed here in the final 400 meters. Beginning to lengthen his stride is Borchers. Kabira doing the same. We're going to see a fantastic finish. Jeff Sieh is a major player now down the backstretch.
There's some pushing and shoving going on, and Jeff Sieh just got into high gear. He's using his 800 speed to get to the front right now and get on Borchers' shoulder and into the first place.
Less than 200 meters to go. It's Jeff Sieh. Borchers trying to keep the pace. Sieh trying to hold on as they get to the top of the home stretch. It's Sieh for the Buckeyes.
Wisconsin has the ability to put 3 people in the top 4 or 5, maybe even 4, and here they go.
Craig Miller, and now Borchers. One final move.
Borchers is going to get him. There he is at the line. What an upset.
Borchers knocks off Jeff Sieh in the final 50 meters in the men's 1500.
The rookie freshman led from the front and then was able to find the high gear the last 50 to 100 meters when he needed it. That to me is an upset. Okay, here comes Sieh to the outside. He just changed gears right there, and he'll come out into high speed coming off that turn. Borchers is responding. I was afraid the typical thing is not to be able to respond when you're in the front. And when Borchers could have given up, he did fight back. and he ran a 52 last lap to win that race.
52 seconds. Compare that with a 71 on lap number 1. It's unbelievable that Borchers did so much work in that race and still comes back to win in the stretch.
And the last 800 was 155, and that's the kind of race it was.
And Rebecca standing by.
Walk me through that last 100 meters, what was going through your head?
I'd come in, it's been a long season of adjustment. You know, I'm only a freshman right now, and indoors was really tough for me. I barely held on for like 7th, and I was a little concerned the first 300 meters because I was leading, and then I felt so strong when I hit 400 to go. I was like, I can't believe this. The best I felt all year in a long time, and so it's like, you know, I think this is possible. And then, you know, I felt him come around me. I was like, just wait for it, just stay close, hit 100 to go, and I was just like, Sam, you got to go for it. You can't settle. You know, I know I was going in here just going for top 4 or whatever, but I saw it right there and I just attacked.
What does it mean to win this race as a freshman?
It's unbelievable. I really didn't expect it at all. You know, and it's something I've been trying to get in my head, just like, nah, Sam, you can't settle, you can't settle. And it's something I'm fighting with. It was right there. I've been wondering all year what's going to happen if I have that chance. Am I going to grab it? And there it was, and I grabbed it.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So a huge victory for Sam Borchers, the freshman from Penn State, 4:03.96. Jeff C. of Ohio State finishes second, and Wisconsin, big points for them. They go 3, 4, and 5.